So join us. See what shenanigans we get into next. Who knows, maybe somewhere along the way, you'll find your favorite winemaker. It's a cloudy November morning and Napa is still out here looking magical. We just arrived in Coombsville on Napa's eastern edge, where the valley floor gives way to rugged hillsides and volcanic soils. You know, you'd think we were deep in the countryside, but in reality, downtown is only 4 miles away. No, seriously, 4 miles. That is definitely one of the surprises about this valley. Napa may be world famous, but y'all, it isn't very large. Today we're meeting Jonah Beer of Pilcrow Wines to check out Glassrock Vineyard. It's the newest addition to his portfolio, and we're here to find out what makes this hidden corner of Napa so amazing.
Oh, this is beautiful. Woo! What's up, buddy? Jonah Beer!
How are things?
Great, how are you?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Life good?
Oh, yeah.
You always look good. You're the happiest guy I know, I'll tell you. It's like the greatest thing.
Living the dream.
I thought he was the happiest guy I knew until I met you. Now I know what it comes from. It's definitely a brother's thing.
It's definitely a brother thing.
Well, welcome to Coombsville, guys.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, listen, I wish we owned it. We don't. We're renters, as you know, in the great landscape of Napa Valley. This is the latest and greatest addition to Pilcrow and what we're up to. And I think it's a good example of what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. And it's in a special place, man. Coombsville is, I think, a little bit under the radar, if that's still possible in the Napa Valley to be under the radar. But I think it really is, and I think it's up and coming. I mean, it's giving us that style of wine that's a little crunchier, fresher, brighter, and you know.
Orient us. Where are we exactly?
Almost, you can't get almost more south in the Napa Valley. If you're kind of, that's hillside right here, and then wrapping around us is kind of this half circle that is kind of marked by Mount St. George in the very southern end of the Vaca mountain range.
Okay.
And we're tucked into this little bowl.
Love it.
And this little bowl itself is actually like a cascading stair step of a rock slide called a nested Megaslide from about 7 million years ago. I was just a boy. I was just a lad. Yeah.
I was born just after that. I heard about it in high school.
You did, yeah. It was big news. It was big news. So we're really tucked in the south end, in the coolest little section, in a nice little rocky portion of Coombsville.
Ricky and I were chatting in the car. We both were remarking that neither one of us had been here before.
Out in Coombsville?
We've spent so much time in Napa Valley between the two of us, and we're like, we've never been to Coombsville before.
Yeah.
So this is the first time for us.
Well, I'm glad that we're doing this then.
I know,
It's very exciting. I'm looking forward to showing you guys what we're up to here.
Let's check it out.
All right. So listen, guys, I think that one of the things we're talking about is Coombsville, and we're talking about this kind of rock slide that we're sitting on.
Yeah.
And so we've got to, I mean, look, here's an example, right? They literally, it's like we're growing rocks here. Really, if you think about it, we're not growing grapes, we're growing rocks. And the point is that we've got this kind of almost unforgiving landscape. It looks really beautiful and green and verdant right now. Look at the guy that it turned up, right?
Oh, geez.
And then look at the one behind you.
Wow.
This is, you're not going to grow corn here. You're not going to grow any other crops here. This is really kind of a perfect example of where Vitis vinifera or Cabernet Sauvignon can thrive in an unhospitable, rocky environment that's got some rich-looking topsoil right now, but you're only 12 to 18 inches deep before you're into like hard pan and like real bedrock, right? Wow. Fine wine thrives in the tucked-away corners of the earth where it seems like nothing should flourish. Totally. And I feel like that's what we've got here. It's this opportunity.
There is a lot of plant life. The mushrooms going on here, and also the volcanic rock.
Yeah.
I would not have expected to have this all together here in Napa.
So everything that's a part of this is the natural biome. The mushrooms are a part of a much bigger underground fungal network called the Mycelium network, which is stretching all around here and connecting plants of all different types, right? It's even connecting these grapevines together. It's how they communicate. It's not only breaking down material and making it available for these grapevines to eat and consume, it's allowing them to communicate. These guys are kind of like,
so crazy.
I know, it is. It's the nerd term for it is the wood wide web. Because I know. Listen, hey, I said I was a dork.
That's really good.
You've seen vineyards before in springtime, right? Right during bud break.
Yeah.
And you'll look at maybe 20,000, 30,000 vines out in a vineyard, and they're all going through bud break at the exact same time. Now, there's no way that those plants independently, without having any awareness of each other, just all decided today was the day that we're going to go through bud break.
Right.
This underground fungal network is not only connecting them to the soils that they're growing in and breaking down things like like this stick. It's the mycelium network that breaks it down and allows the plant to eat it. But role number 2 is it's a communicator. First time it's ready to go, it sends a signal down and says, hey, we need to start mining the earth for some things because we're about to go into a growth spurt.
Right, we're gonna need energy.
Right, exactly. Well, as soon as it does that, the grapevine next door is like, hey, Bill's waking up and getting ready to get started.
You named him?
Not all of them, but I know Bill.
Okay,
Bill
before
and
you
I are
guys start
close.
writing this thesis for Davis, let's talk more about what's the size of this vineyard. Let's work our way down.
So, as I mentioned, we're renters, right?
Yes.
So, the wonderful couple that owns the vineyard, they were looking for an alternative way of farming it than what was conventionally done around Napa Valley. It's about 7 acres total.
Okay.
There's about another 10 acres of pasture land and open space, which the intent is to keep it exactly that, not to plant. But the goal was, how do they find a new approach to farming? Where we were going dry farming, where we're going all organic, where we're using biodynamic teas and preps, where we're doing things like non-hedged, right? We're not coming through with the tractor and slicing off the tops of the vines during the growing season. That's something that they were interested in. They were interested in how to get away from conventional or typical farming of maximum inputs, maximum outputs, right? We knew that we needed to do a couple things. One was almost save these vines. It was a big quad system, right? So you're going to bring the plant up, split it in 2, then split it in 2 again to create 4 cordons.
You want a lot of grapes.
You're going to get some maximum output. You can see this vine, this curve and this angle is way too sharp. By getting a retrain up, we can eliminate all of this and have a nice smooth arc to get better sap flow, better longevity for the vine as we're looking 20 years downstream. Can we save the underground portion of the plant, the rooting area, which is important because it's the thing connected to the mycelium network, which we were interrupted about before. I mean,
I'm about that geek life. I am about that geek life.
So we're going to preserve, enhance, and try to build upon instead of just rip it out and start over.
Okay.
Which is the most typical thing, as you've seen in Napa Valley. And as you guys are driving up and down the valley on this trip, you're going to see a lot of ripped out vineyards, piled up vines covered in tarps. Those are just, they just said, well, that's it, rip it out and start over.
Oh, wow.
Love it if the plants that we've just put in the ground, I was going to say they should outlive me, but I might not make it through dinner. So who knows, you know, I mean.
One thing my wine journey has taught me is that buying wine based on labels is not the move. The question you have to ask yourself is, who's behind the label? Every bottle is the result of thousands of decisions. Decisions about farming, vineyard health, when to pick, how to ferment, and ultimately, what kind of story the wine is going to tell. Standing here with Jonah, listening to him wax poetic about some mushrooms, rebuilding soil health, and investing years into a vineyard that's not even his, it's hard not to admire how much intention artisanal winemakers put into a bottle. That's why finding winemakers is our favorite shortcut to finding great wine. The best wines aren't defined by the most well-known labels. They're defined by the people out there grinding when no one's looking.
I noticed there's green tags, blue tags.
Yeah.
What do we got going on here?
Yeah, so we knew that it was going to produce more fruit than we could take for our winery. So we talked to the owners, and I just said, why don't we invite in some other people from the valley? Because Napa Valley's not made up of just, billionaires and corporations making heavy, sweet, saccharine-rich wines. There's a lot of people making interesting.
Really?
Cool. I know. Well,
Crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
But I mean, listen. I called up 4 different friends that make wine that appreciate this style of farming and this approach, and said, "Here's what we're doing. Do you want to be a part of it?" So Matt Nauman from Newfound.
Love him.
I know he's great. He and Audrey came in.
Yep.
Kate and Modi up on Jasud and Beta. He's
Okay.
probably a newer name to you guys, but man, is he doing some of the most cutting, old school.
In our
cutting
barbecue
edge stuff.
blinds, the Magnum was Beta.
Was Beta.
Yeah.
And I have a bottle of Newfound in the car right now.
Hey, see, look at that. And then Megan Glab from over at Rhyme Cellars, working with her brand called Tansy, which is making their first Napa Cab from right over here. So
That's awesome.
it's the 4 of us, and so the different tags represent who gets what.
How kind of you.
I know. Well, I'm a nice guy. Not really. So we've got this amazing kind of geological formation here in Coombsville called the Nested Megaslide. And it was like imagine like a Jenga, and he knocked it over, and as it falls down, it kind of cascaded Or, better example would be me drinking too much Cabernet and falling on my ass, right? As your feet slide out from under you, a part of it becomes the toe. That's this hill straight ahead. So we're sitting on a huge rock slide. And because of the way it fell down, we get to see and farm on parts of soil and rocks that never would have been discovered. Look at this silica. This is agate, right? You can just look at the striping and the colors. Imagine that this is hydrothermic flows of water and lava mixing together. And as they cooled almost instantaneously, it kind of preserved it, right? We're literally sitting on and standing on piles of glass rocks.
So I assume the vines have to work their way and maneuver through all of this
Yeah,
underneath the ground.
yeah. You see all the little holes in it? That's almost like a refrigerator
Yeah.
for the vines. It can store water, it can store food, and they can use their central taproot to make their way through small cracks and extract that nutrition and that moisture out of here. So what looks rather impenetrable to us, and really is to humans, is quite accessible to the roots of the plant.
Makes a lot of sense why you wanted to come out here and make some wine here.
Yeah, and I think that's the essence of terroir, right?
Yeah.
It's the conditions that the vine grows in that just alter the flavor, the chemistry, the aromatics,
Totally.
just ever so slightly to give it a unique character.
Scott's over here making necklaces.
Well, no. I just heard a cow moo. Did you hear? I don't see cows, but I heard one.
That was my stomach.
Haven't had any breakfast yet, have
No,
you?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, in fact, a part of what we're doing here, how do you extract the uniqueness of this thing into the vines is a pretty big kind of biodiverse, biodynamic approach. Cows are a part of it, and they're just over here.
Let's go.
Moo cows.
Pretty of it,
Okay, but you didn't tell us it was this pretty.
I
My
know.
goodness.
It's great. Look at
This
this.
is gorgeous.
Those are the
Gorgeous.
cows that you
Yeah.
heard earlier. The cows actually do play a big part of what we're doing here and like what we'll see up on Mount Veeder as well. You've probably seen a lot of like sheep in
Yeah,
vineyards.
for sure.
Especially during the spring, they use them to like just eat the grasses down. Often referred to as the woolly weeders.
Woolly
That's
weeders!
another one for
Oh
you.
my
It's going on a
goodness.
shirt.
That is
my
going on a shirt.
Everything's on a shirt.
Everything should be on a shirt. For us, though, the cows are a better approach for a couple reasons. One, we want them in here during the winter, and we want them walking up and down the rows, eating the grass, fertilizing would be a nice way of putting it. They put really big divots into the ground. I mean, look at those guys. They're huge, right? So when they push their hooves into the ground, they create little pools, right? Little divots. And as that water is sheeting off the mountain, it's filling up hundreds of thousands, millions of little hoof prints of water that will then egress into the soil. So by using the cows in the vineyard during the winter, we're going to get better natural fertilization. We're going to get integration of all the plants around us, and we're going to get better water saturation.
So you should just put cleats on Scott and have him run up and down these hills.
First of all, look at Scott, look at me. I think I would be the one out there doing more damage, you know? So this is new development, never been planted before. Starting with the rootstock, and then we'll bud and graft on later. In fact,
I noticed there was some more over
still
here.
all Cabernet. Wow.
Yeah.
Ah,
Little
there,
babies.
Little
That's right.
babies.
That is St. George. We're going to plant just the St. George. Let it grow for 2 years where it can establish roots without having anything done to it. Later, we'll go to our favorite Cabernet Sauvignon vines, cut a little bud off of it, and then come over here and slice it in right here.
And graft it in.
Yeah, so it's called field budding or field grafting. The difference between St. George and the other rootstock we use, 110R, is they're Vitis rupestris. So they're from Oklahoma, West Texas, New Mexico. We want something a little hardier from the southwest of America. You'll also notice, guys, no wires. This is going to be head trained. So you talk about going back to the old school approach, which is all of what we're doing here. This will grow
Bush
almost
vine.
like a bush, and then we'll pull it up, collect it here, wrap the vine around the top, and we'll get this kind of goblet. So the fruit will get exposure, but it'll also have shade.
All right, so I'm ready to drink some of this Glassrock.
Me too.
Where are we going to find this wine? Is it the bull got it?
The bull's got it. Hey, thanks to good old TV magic, everything you need.
Oh,
baby.
goodness.
Look at this. Fine crystal stemware for you guys.
Gabriel Glass?
You know it.
Oh.
2023 Glassrock Cabernet Coombsville. I wanted to open the 23. Obviously, we'll taste the 22s later on, but 23 is such a vintage with well-deserved hype all around it,
Yes.
you know. And this won't be out for another year for us, but
You look like you picked up that wine key at 7-Eleven.
I know. That's
Or Nordstrom's. Was Glassrock always the name of the vineyard?
no. In fact, The owners named it that once we opted for making wine together from it. So all 4 of us that are making wine will make a single vineyard Glassrock Cabernet. So they're making such a huge commitment to this land and to this vineyard that our commitment was we will help draw attention to your place, bring awareness to Coombsville, and help build this site by giving it a name that we can all use, that they can own. So
I love that.
And as if on cue, here comes the rain. I think that means we better
should go.
I think it feels
wrap
like it's
this
time
up.
to roll.
Way to
All
go.
right, salute guys.
Cheers.
Spending the day with Jonah really helps you digest one simple concept. Most of what makes a bottle of wine special happens long before anyone takes a sip. It's the rocks beneath your feet, the health of the soil, the willingness to think in decades instead of harvests. Most people might see the volcanic rock, the cattle, and the drought-tolerant rootstock, and see nothing but boring bullet points. What we see is a winemaker willing to do things the hard way because he believes it's the right way. And that's what fascinates us about artisanal winemaking. As we scramble up the hill to try to keep the camera dry, we're reminded that great wine doesn't start in the cellar. It starts in places like this, with people like Jonah, people who care deeply about the land they're entrusted to steward. Next up, we're heading further up the valley to Oakville, where we're meeting Holly and Keith Emerson high above Napa Valley. It's time to explore one of the region's most celebrated mountaintop vineyards.
Gandalf, I found the heart of the mountain.
You guys are so nerdy.
Hey, Dungeons and Dragons wasn't your
No,
wheelhouse?
never. This is a Valerian steel.
Oh, now you're going to geek out with us.
Yeah, he's like, well, there was topless chicks in that
There
show.
was definitely. There's a big one in the back.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that bull. Oh, man. I wouldn't mess with if I was Scott.
You keep thinking about that bull.
I know, you really like that bull.
I didn't say anything about the bull. You said a bull.
Put that on a shirt.